can be that. 1, 2. Over here, it's going to be, yep. Now, I can just let it be that way, and I can place one more over here, just for excellent intentions, that way. And now, all I'm doing now is my actual growth speed. Now. This is how it sounds. Beautiful, sounds beautiful. Now, let's have a look over here. Sounds real. And this is going to be by far the most, let's say, the best track I've ever done, to be honest. Let's have a look over here. I'll place the effects chain in 1 and 3 of 1 and 3. So right here. I'll place it right here. All I really say is, let's have a look. I'll do it there. I'll do it here. Now I just look for 51%. Place it at 51%, as that's where my effects chain is working at. And I also have to make sure that my laptop never dies on me now. So what I will do is I'll just charge my laptop for further progression. It's really quickly done. Just make sure that, guys, no matter what, when you plug this in, the socket is turned off before you plug it in. Otherwise, what happens is your actual laptop and your connection point can light on fire. So in terms of your sockets can light on fire when there's electric going on. So just be careful. And I just say, bro, just that's the way I am. So for you ladies out there, just make sure no matter what, just ignore what I'm saying. This one could be a single curve. Now I have that going. Turns off over here. Over here, that's the way. And I will paste the value over here. That's one, and there's one over here. So what I'm doing is I'm using the first pattern of my kick range, or my first 16 bars, to have a effects inside, and also my third bar 16 range kicks. So it's going to be effects. It's going to be a range of 15 kicks just on its own, and then it's going to have another effects chain for the next 16 kicks, for the next 15 kicks in this way, as I took away 2 kicks. That way you can check it out, you can see what's going on. So when I do 4 bars, I mean for each bar there's 16 kicks. I do 4 bars, in the 1 and 3 I put the effects chains. Now that's beautiful. That's working. Very simple. Now, since I've done that, all I have to do is I copy and paste that now. And all you have to do is you just make sure to cut the automation clip where there is nothing going on always, so you can have a clean up project. And I always have more, so the more you have the better in terms of life. Make sure you're never teaching for the negative, make sure you're always positive about how you teach. And that's really my verse that goes into my build up. And let it be, it's very simple. Guys, everybody has to start somewhere in life. I've been doing this for 1 year, 6 months now. 1 year, 7 months. So I did go away from music production for some time. In terms of, I did go away for 4 years of my life, as I had to do something else. And I had to really invest my life in other aspects of life. And I figured out, hey, since I'm in a better position now, I can actually do my music production now. And that's the way. Let's have a look. So now I have a beautiful range system over here. I'll show you quickly, just so you can see. As you can see this right here? This is my actual verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, and outro over here. That's my drops. So then I have to lay out my actual build-ups now. Also, I just export this file now, the way it is. And that's going to keep playing on. Beautiful. That's a very beautiful track, this one. Haha, there you go. So what happens is, when you have a nice beautiful drop going, and you can drop it into a high pitch kick. And that way, you say, everybody slow down now. Slow down, there's a high pitch going, there's a high pitch kick going on. So, as you can hear it now. See? It's a nice, beautiful, it goes into a high pitch. So now, what I do is I can now mess around with the actual kick of the actual outro and intro, in terms of which is my verse as well, and I can select where those fast kicks go. Now I can make it totally different. Now I can make sure to make my number 2 and number 4. I can make my number 2 and number 4 very unique, and I can place this one to be over here. Which is 1 second. Let's have a look. So this one's going to be very unique. I'll make it unique. Yes, please. Now, I have this one going over here. Now I'll put in pattern 10. And I will make it this way and this way. So what I will do is just, I'll do me this way, and let's have a look. 1, which is in pattern 5. It's in pattern 5. This kick over here, which I'll make 1, 2. I'll repeat the pattern to see how it goes. That's it. I just make a nice beautiful variation kick over here, just for something different. A variation kick. That's it. And that one could be over here. A variation kick is something, just a different pattern to go with your beautiful production style. So instead of having just 4 beats, you have 1, 2 beats. You have the first two as beats and then go da 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 and then a beat again. That's all I mean. You can do that throughout the whole track. And all I do now is I copy the files into my verse 3, verse 2 and my outro. That way it's all variated and all has different pitch tonalities. It has my beautiful effect system going. My build-ups are now ready to come into the track. And it's very simple track, I promise you, very simple, and people can listen to it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So now all I do is, since that's all nice and neat for me, I can now place my beautiful build-ups inside as well. First I will make sure, no matter what, to just export my actual arrangement list over here now for my beautiful track over here, which I will make vocals to this track, guys, so it's going to be amazing. So it's never just an instrumental track. No. I'll create some vocals to it. I actually have some vocals for it already. I've written down the vocals. All I have to do is sing it. And that's it. Now, that's everything else is muted. No matter what, when you're exporting and rendering the full track together, make sure that your master channel has nothing going in it, since you've already masked those files and you've placed a nice beautiful gross beat chain in it. You've automated it. Everything's excellent. You're ready for export. That's excellent now. It's ready for export. It's a beautiful track. Beautiful small track. It's very simple. Let's have a look. Now this is going to be hardstyle track 2, verse / outro, instrumental, pitch kick. It's just a pitch kick. Understand? That's just a pitch kick. Now what I can do, 1 second, sorry. Hardstyle track pitch kick for file name is never valid. So I'll save this file. I'll save as my pitch kick. What's going on now? No, export please. And I'll say, over here, I'll say pitch kick arrangement with outro and verse. That is now working. Thank you very much. That's exported. Now since it's exported, I'm doing better now. And I have to do me now. So what I do now is I label where my actual build-ups now are. My build-up is now ready to go. So all I do is I'll remove the outros and intros of my track. And now I can do my percussion. My percussion also can go into my outro and my verse and my intro, which is my outro. And now I'll do my build-ups. I just go place my build-ups. I've already exported them. So that's why I exported them. I have no need to do it within the range. I just go and grab my actual pitches, my build-up 1. My build-up 1 is going to be in the build-up 1 section. Let's have a look over here. It's going to sound amazing. So since I have build-up 1, I place it inside. What's happening? When I do this, that's working. build-up 2 is working. So I'll just save this file right now, and I'll just open up a new file, a totally new file, and I'll just arrange for my files to see where they're going. And first I have to actually go into my track anyway. I have to see that my files can go inside. There we go. That's one. That's the first one, which is going to be over here. Now that there is my growth speed chain. I'll switch it off. Remember I said when you're dropping stem files inside of your FL Studio, please switch off everything in the master channel when you've already mastered those stems, so that you never have a growth beat chain or effect going bam 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 inside of your mix when it's never supposed to be doing that. So that way everything that is inside of your master channel, such as Maximus, Reverb 2, when you've exported all your files and you're placing a new arrangement, please turn off everything inside of your master file. As I'm your mate, I'm your friend, and no matter what, I'm very, let's say, preoccupied with myself, so no matter what, guys, just do that. I build up 1. That's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. You can hear it. It's very beautiful. Now, build up 2, build up 3. Here we go. And all I'm doing is I'm placing those 3 drops now where they're supposed to go. My build up 2 is going to go where the build up 2 section is. And my build up 3 is going to go where my build up 3 is. And I'm placing them in bars. I'm actually using the bar grid line, which is just using the bars. So I stay in bars length and inside the grid lines. That's the first drop. That's the first build up. That's my second build up. Ha ha ha. That sounds amazing. So now what I do is I highlight the whole track. I'll highlight the whole track and I'll export it as one whole stem file together. So it's all together in one stem file. That's what I mean. So when you're doing your drop, you export everything as one stem file. When you're doing your verse, intro, and outro, and verses and everything in terms of that nature, that's together. So your verses may be together. Export all your verses together. Instead of 3 separate stem files, do it as one stem file, as a one track label. And you may have 6 instruments. Export all the instruments where they're going in the track as one stem file within that track. And then once you place all of the stem files inside the track, it's already mastered for you. And you can see your track in WAV files, and it's so amazing. So let's have a look. Now this is my hardstyle track 2 build up 1, 2, 3 stem files. It's amazing. This is going to sound really sexy. It's very simple. Now I have that, and I have the instrumental track. So all I do now is I first do my instrumental tracks. Now I delete, for example, my drops, and all I have to do now is the percussion side of my outro and my verses. So in terms of that, I'd love for my verses and all that to have shakers. So what I can do is I can just go and grab the shakers over here. I have some shakers over here. I love shakers. It's going. Shaker. this type one. Percussion. SFX or better. SFX just stands for side effects. I actually do have some beautiful shaker lists. I can actually use that in my actual track. And just to me, I'll just figure out a better way for myself to do this. There's this one here. I'm just looking for nice, beautiful shakers. Risers. Haha, I can go inside my drops. I already made them. It can really go inside my drops, inside of my build-ups. And it'll be smart to do so I can do that now. The riser. Now, in terms of what I've done, I'll let it be, and I'll just go with what I've done. That way, I can say it's fully 100% mine. I could say the track is 100% mine. I've done it all. No. So, in terms of my shakers, I can create them. I can just let it be. I can just go and grab a shaker over here. So look over here, drums, vocals, loops, vocals. The percussions, it's inside the percussions. The drums, toms, percussion list. I can have this tambourine. Why not? It's a tambourine. Now, you can go, for example, this way. So, in terms of patterns, I can just place in pattern, let's have a look, pattern 11. I can do that. And now all I do is I master the hit. I master the tambourine. That's it, that's mastered. It's so simple. I'll place the wetness inside. Now put wave shaper inside of your percussion. Place the soft clipper inside. Sounds very beautiful. Now that can be now. That can go inside my verse systems. Very simple, very easy. And I'm God in some ways in terms of my life. As no matter what, when I say I'm not God, I really am God. So guys, just be careful. Sometimes I really stuff myself. And I'm very random sometimes. Sometimes I'm very random. I just make sure to stay on top of the mind, as I'm not my mind. So look over here. There we go. That's beautiful. And it's going to go over here. and my verse is going to sound different, everything's going to sound different. So you may ask, how about the mixing part? The mixing part we can do in the final arrangement, where we just lay the tracks here, we can place the tracks in the mixer, and we can just turn down, notch, whatever we need to, and then we just export it as a file. That's going to be my verse. And my verse, inside of my actual verse systems with my percussion, I can just let that be. I can let it be the way it is, and that's it. Just let it ride out all the way. I can let my hats, my actual tambourines, go all the way. Why not? And I export that as just one WAV file. Just one WAV file as is, just that's where it is. Let's have a look. Just say tambourines, file length. That's it. Now it's a beautiful track. I have it all laid out. Almost. I have to do more. I'm always doing more. That's beautiful. Now, I have my vocal, my kick, and my tambourine. Now, I can place one more with this. I can just say, hey, what's going to go with the tambourine, the actual tambourine? So with the tambourine, since it's a nice beautiful pitch kick and tambourine, nice high pitch sounds, I can place a hat, place a clap, and I already said claps, I'll never do claps. Although I can. So I need something that's really, let's say, some different sound, some different sound. A synth, I can do a synth melody, much better. I'll do a synth melody over here. So with that, what I'll do is I'll place a FL keys. I'll create myself a nice beautiful melody. Now, that's all I do. It has to be a melody, has to be a melody. Let's have a look over here. So I have 5% battery left in terms of my life, and I will place my beautiful my beautiful portable charger so that I can keep recording this video for another however long. That's it. Very beautiful, guys. There we go. It's working now. That's it. Now, I'll create a nice beautiful melody, and it's going to be, let's say, for my vocals, it's going to be a pad. And I can layer it out in C major. Go this one here. Now I can go this way. So I'm just making it up, guys. I'm making it up. Hold on. What's going on over here? So I did the actual my FL keys with my tambourine. So never do it with the tambourine, guys. Make sure that when you're doing a nice vocal with your sound, with your instruments, make sure that you sing to the melody. So that way the melody, you make it up. Here we go. It's going to be this way. So what you do is you'll go inside the actual arrangement list of your FL Studio and you'll play the hat with the melody. 1 second. What's happening now? So you have to actually turn it on. Turn on the actual tracks in the side of the FL Studio. Turn on the bars so you can hear yourself. That's beautiful. I'll go with that. Now there be. That's beautiful. Now I just do this over here. Do the video. Now, that can be my melody. That's a beautiful melody there, and I can sing to it. And people will be listening to my vocals with the pitch kick in the background, and they'll just be listening to my vocals, and my vocals can go on top of this, and I can create some beautiful lyrics along with this. So now with this track over here, I can let it be this way. I can sing over it, and the beautiful, let's have a look, the verse is going really quickly. I can say a little story of what's going on, and it has a pitch kick. My vocal has a vocal kick, shaker, vocal kick. So tambourine, vocal kick at the moment. Tambourine, vocal kick. And synth, has a synth too. So in terms of the vocals, has a kick too, has a beautiful kick that's going on top of this, which is going to give it the beat also. And all I have to do is sing on top of it. I sing on top of it, and that's it. It's just going to be this melody. It can be this melody, and in the verse 2 I can change the actual melody. That can be the piano keys for my actual first track. And now I can make unique my second track, and based on the first keys, I can go my Y2 triangle over here, as this is my pad now. So a pad is something that's just going long notes. Now what I can do in the second one is I can make a faster version. I can go, for example, let's have a look over here. I can go nice beautiful note systems. I can do quarter notes all the way. And that's what I'll do. It's going to be very simple, this one. There we go. What I'll do over here is a snap dunker right here. 1 second, sorry. Where did I place that one? So when I look at my arrangement list, it's over here. So now I have that one going. Yep. There we go. Now I have that beautiful arrangement. The sound, let's have a look over this sounds. Now I can do that. I can do that, and I can also make it over here. I can make a nice, beautiful range in a different fashion. Melody. That the melody is changing. So that's it. Now I can do that. I can just do it this way, and to even to just go that way, for example, that would be this way. To do that, so I'm just looking at different styles of my arrangement system. What's going on over here? Now I'll just let it be then, and all I do is I have to see now, for example, this. I will just let it be this way. As what happens is, there's a nice, beautiful, different melody now. You can hear more tunes in the second verse. That's my second tune. So I do it with the piano first, and then I can see what kind of synths can go with it. I can put the guitar, put a nice, beautiful guitar. Put a saxophone, why not? Let's have a look over here. So now my third volume, which is my third chords, I can make that unique and change it up now. So now to change this one up, I'll leave it as is, and all I do is I can now do this one this way. I can go from quarter notes to semi-quarter notes. It'll be simple, very simple. I can make them all quarter notes. And I can also, let's have a look, semi-quarter notes. That's going to work. It'll work. Or will it? Of course it will. Now, let it be in quarter notes. Why not? I'll let it be in quarter notes. Do my track in quarter notes. No problem. Now, since I have that done, I can have a look over here. Make sure to copy that. Now I can do this one. Copy. 1 second. There we go. And I'm sorry. And here we go. This one here. This is how it goes. That's it. Very beautiful sound over here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Put the guitar on this. Now for that one, I can put it over here. This one I can put right here. It's going to sound very beautiful. Let's have a look over here. Guys, a vocal track is much better than no vocal. You guys have to understand that. There we go. That's that. There we go. Now that's the third mix. As I do that, I will put that right here in the third mix. Now, what I do now is over these vocals, I have to sing over this. So what I do is I'll place a nice beautiful guitar. Let's have a look. There has to be some type of guitar over here or something I can use to sing over. There is, let's have a look. There is a guitar, there's a Slilex machine over here. What's this? Presets, no. No. 1 second. Now I'll replace it. So all you do is replace the plugin when it never works. Free Slicer, there's an Ogun. There is a Citrus, Harmless, Toxic Biohazard. Let's have a look. The drum, there's a MIDI, Sync Classics. Where is that? The Synth Special, the Hammer, Sakura, Plucked, the Plucked version. What's this Plucked? It's the Plucked version over here. Now why is it that way? Why is it doing that? Why? Huh? The soft clipper. So there's a soft clipper on my actual synth, so I'll take it off, the soft clipper. So I'm always a person who never puts a soft clipper on a synth. Let's have a look over here. As a soft clip on a synth never works. Now let's go Hammer. What's Hammer got? That's a trial version. I can care less about the Hammer. Let's have a look over here. There's a better one over here. The saw, what's a saw? This one also is instrumental, and I need an instrumental. I never need the saw. As it's a trial version, and I never need it. I can get better ones. Let's have a look. There is a SimSynth. What's that? SimSynth. I have this one. What's this one? This one's going to give me some vibes over here. So there's a bass guitar over here. Nah, there it goes. 1 second. I can place a bass guitar. Delafo can go all the way up for the bass guitar. So the reason why it's so There's a reason why it's so low in volume. Fine tune, maybe. Maybe. Now I'll go inside the bass acoustic. Yeah. It really has a low sound in it. How about these ones? This is a string one. See, that one's very loud. A little better. No. How's the piano sound? Nah. That's the bass guitar in that. There's a guitar over here. No. I'm just picking up presets. Let's have a look. Something I can sing over. Now the harmless one will actually give me a nice beautiful sound. I'll give me a plucked version over here.